more. Legends have arisen and more lies have been told about Ham than any other character in Scripture. Sadly, more lore than truth is known about this man, his name, and the land named after him. Ham was the father of the black races, and he undoubtedly carried the most dominant genes regarding skin pigmentation, since his firstborn son was named Cush, which means black, and his second son, Egypt, Mizraim in Hebrew's name, means soil red. Ham must have been a very great man, since centuries after his death, Moses, a Jewish man trained in the wisdom of the Egyptians, referred to ancient Egypt as the land of Ham in Psalms 105, 23, and verse 27. Caucasian Egyptologists refuse to acknowledge this in their books, documentaries, and commentaries to perpetuate the myth that ancient Egypt was a white civilization when Holy Scripture calls it the land of Ham in Psalms 106, chapter, verse 22. Egyptologists refuse to acknowledge that Egypt is the English name of Ham's second son, whose name is pronounced Mizraim in Hebrew. They do this to smokescreen the fact that Ham was the only occupant of Noah's Ark whose legacy exists to this very day. For Egypt is called the land of Ham, the land of the black man, for Ham is the father of the black races. Many whites ask, where do black people come from? The answer is Noah. For Ham was Noah's second son who helped him build the ark. Ham was the only rider on his father's ark who had land named after him after the great flood. For Egypt again is called the land of Ham in Psalms 105 and Psalms 106. Jews know that they were in bondage to Ham's Africans in North Africa. Though it is forbidden to be taught in American public schools, Webster's dictionary states that Ham was the progenitor of the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Nubians, Canaanites, and Libyans of old. Bible dictionaries declare that the name Ham means hot. Meanwhile, other shoddy scholarship states that Ham means black. Although Ham is the father of the black race, his name does not mean black. Recall that it was Ham's firstborn son, Cush, whose name means black, and he was the father of the Ethiopians. The scriptures indicate that Ham's name means a village, a nation, or a multitude. In America, Ham's name means something entirely different than it meant in Mother England at the writing of the King James Version of the Bible. One of the uses of the name Ham is in reference to someone who is overacting, or a show-off, or someone in an open display of one's accomplishments, as in hamming it up. However, the most common use for the name of Ham in the West has a negative connotation, for it refers to the flesh of the filthiest creature on earth, the pig. However, in Great Britain, a land far older than America, the word ham does not have roots in swine's flesh. The mother country, the word ham means village. Again, this information is contained in Blacks in the Bible, Volume 1. You can find out how to obtain a copy at www.blacksinthebible.org or www.blackwomeninthebible.com. The word ham means village. For instance, remember Shakespeare's Hamlet? Hamlet means small village. Or where the Queen resides, in Buckingham. Buckingham means the village of Bucking. Remember Robin Hood of Nottingham? Remember Robin Hood of Nottingham? Nottingham means the village of Notting. And remember Father Abraham, the father of the Jewish race as well as the Arabic races. Abraham's name was at one time Abram, but God put Ham's name at the end of Abraham's name, and now Abraham means the father of many villages, tribes, or nations of his day. During the days of Abraham, villages were referred to as nations, much like Native American Indians, such as the tribe of the Sioux, the Shawnee, or the Cherokee, gathered in villages, yet referred to themselves as nations. Again, when God added Ham to the name of Abram, it now means Abi is Abe, or father, Ra means of many, and Ham means villages, multitudes, or nations. According to Bible scholars, the name Ham means hot. If these scholars were right, then Abraham's name should be interpreted the father of many hot, and the scripture does not support that meaning. Which makes more sense? Abraham, the father of many hot, or Abraham, the father of many villages or nations of his day? Therefore, Mother England's translation of Ham's name is indeed the correct usage. Prior to the founding of any European nation of note, black men of the land of Ham were the first to appraise, appreciate, and accumulate and account gold as having value, as you can plainly see on the ornate coffins of ancient Egypt in the land of Ham. The earliest written record in history shows that Ham's Egyptians valued this metal as precious. One of their greatest kings in Africa, called Pharaoh, built famous treasure cities to house and display this metal. After obtaining an African education and training, Moses, a Jew, wrote in his book of beginnings called Genesis, stating that he knew the gold of the land of Havilah, which means the Sudan or Nubia, was good, in Genesis chapter 2, verses 11 and 12. Nubia is in the Sudan. The word Nubia means land of gold that the Egyptians coveted. According to the Queen of Sheba, another descendant of Ham, only King Solomon possessed more wisdom than the ancient Africans of the land of Ham called Egypt. It is written in 1 Kings chapter 4, verse 30, only Solomon's wisdom eclipsed the wisdom of these black men in the land of Ham. Again, Egypt had a reputation for wisdom before Greece even became a formidable nation state. Moses documented ancient Egypt as the land of Ham, where the Israelis found themselves ensnared in slavery. There was neither a land of Shem, who was Ham's brother, who was father of the Shemitic people, nor was there a land of Japheth, who was Ham's brother, who became the father of the Caucasoid race. Nor was there a land of Noah, for that matter. Ham left his lasting legacy that bore his name, the land of Ham, to his son Egypt, who renamed this land after himself. Today, Egypt wears this English translation and spelling of Ham's son's name. Today, Egypt wears the English name of Ham's second-born son, whose name is pronounced Mizraim in Hebrew, but Egypt in English. This is mute testimony that the world has not erased the powerful influence of the existence of Noah or his sons, but still recites the name of Noah's grandson at the mention of the name Egypt, again spelled Mizraim in Hebrew. I invite you to the website of Black Women in the Bible or blacksinthebible.net to take the Biblical Black History IQ test. and learn more about Ham, the father of the black races.